Tonight, on 205 Live, the leader of the Lucha House Party, Kalisto, takes on the man of the hour, Lio Rush. And for the main event, the rivalry continues as Drew Gulak takes on Akira Derbzawa. Who wins? Who loses? Let's find out. And 205 Live was good. It was pretty good. Kalisto versus Lio Rush was a fantastic matchup. Both of these matches seemed to have just the right amount of time to them, even though it was only 2 matches tonight. Lio Rush... there was a good moment before the match between Kalisto and Lio Rush, where Lio Rush is on his way to the ring, stops and sees a fan who's holding out her hand to get a high five from him. And he looks at her and just goes, just brushes her off. The wheel heel that he is. The wee heel. Match starts off with a stare down, then into a contest of speed and evasion. This continued with Lio being the mouse in this game of cat and mouse, running around the ring, trying to avoid Kalisto's attacks. But the cat finally caught its prey, striking Lio, but Lio, after a few hits, decides to put on his best serious face. Managed to get a couple hits in, getting Kalisto out of the ring, diving after Kalisto with the diving, well, looked like, I guess, a diving headbutt. Or no, that was a different match. Or was that later? Sorry, I kind of, got a little lost in the shuffle after the hour and a half of NXT recaps, which I'll get to in a moment. But yeah, diving after Kalisto, and then Rush's hard-hitting offense goes to a suplex, an uppercut, followed by a failed pin, converting it over to a chinlock. Kalisto attempts to counter this renewed offense, but struggles to gain any ground against Lio for most of the match. Kalisto managed to get a few good spots in, however, launching himself over the top rope onto Lio, getting a step up enziguri after losing a fist fight at the top turnbuckle, then converting into what I guess it was a fall-away moonsault slam. It was quite the maneuver there, just carrying Lio and then back. Kalisto tries to get fired up after a series of kicks, but has a boot planted into his face. Rush counters Kalisto and launches him over the rope. Then, of course, Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik distract Lio with those goddamn noisemakers, allowing Kalisto to hit the Salida del Sol after it took Lio about 5 fucking minutes to try and pin Kalisto. This allowed Kalisto to beat Lio Rush and pin him for the Wyndham. It was a great match, marred by a very anticlimactic finish. There could have been a lot more going for this match, and they didn't quite pull it off at the end. I really think Lio Rush should have won this one, but he didn't. Afterwards, we got a backstage segment with Drew Gulak Drake Maverick announcing new talent will be showing up during 2019. And speaking of Drew Gulak and not Drake Maverick, next match, the main event, was Drew Gulak versus Derbzawa, so I guess this feud is continuing. Akira and Gulak renew their feud with great fury and vigor. The two begin to tangle up on the mat, trying to get each other in different holds. Gulak's obviously the master of the ground game in this match, but Derbzawa took a less comical approach to this match, focusing on evasion, speed, and striking. Gulak, realizing this, he tries to separate himself from Derbzawa. He gets outside the ring and runs around the corner to get some distance so he can open it up for a running strike. And after a few quick strikes, he kicks him into the barrier, which hurts Derbzawa's back, which will come into play later. After a struggle, Derbzawa managed to regain his ground and counters Gulak's offense, hitting him with multiple strikes, and then attempted to go for the senton. Gulak, having already experienced this before, smartly moves out of the way and gets up onto the apron, and Derbzawa kicks him and knocks him through. Eventually, Gulak's set up between the ropes. Derbzawa goes for the senton, hits Gulak, but also hurts his back again in the process. Drew uses this to his advantage and slams him back first into the top turnbuckle. He's unable to set up the Gulak, and as it gets reversed by Tozawa. Near the end of the match, Tozawa gets Gulak into the Iron Octopus, but Gulak, being the submission master that he is, converts it over to a horse collar on his leg, working on hurting Akira's leg. Tozawa manages to get Gulak knocked down, goes for the senton, but Drew counters once again, this time into the Gulak. But Tozawa manages to roll his way, not to the ropes that are close to him, but all the way to the other side of the ring, so that he could cross that threshold and break the hold. After Tozawa gets back in the ring, hits Gulak with a diving headbutt from going through the ropes. Tries to go for another senton, but is pulled down by Drew Gulak. Gulak bides his time, realizing that Tozawa's hurt. He wants to get him into submission. He wants to make him tap. Ready to strike. Tozawa manages to break away, finally landing that diving senton, beating Drew Gulak and pinning him for the win. This was a pretty good match. It was a feud that I don't think needed to continue, but they worked together so well in the ring, I can't really blame them. Then we got a promo from Cedric and a promo from Hideo and Arya Daivari. Arya Daivari is a great boon for Hideo Itami. Someone who can cut the promos that Hideo himself can't quite relay in the way that he needs to, because when you're not a native English speaker, that just kind of happens. Communication. But, yeah, all in all, I'm going to give 205 Live a B-. I liked it. It was pretty good. It wasn't great. It wasn't, like, excellent. But yeah, it was pretty good, and I think that's a fair grade. But if you disagree, or if you agree, there's a poll right up there. You can feel free to grade it along with me. But yeah, I gotta get ready for the NXT review. It's gonna be really long, really expansive, so sit tight. This is gonna be a long one.
Tonight on NXT, we have Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. Is that right? That is apparently correct. We have one match on a 2-hour show. So let's get in to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, so anyway, the NXT show was all recaps, just kind of going over the best matches of NXT. We had a recap of the North American title, we had a recap of the breakout stars of NXT like Ricochet, Rhea Ripley, Lars Sullivan, Dakota Kai, War Raiders, all of them. We had a recap of Ciampa and Gargano's battle at New Orleans. Recap of Black and Almas's fight, recap of Black versus Ciampa, Birch and Lorcan versus Undisputed Era, which was a great tag team match. Recaps, and then we finally get to the only match of the night. And that is Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. And it was a very, very, very good match. Riddle takes the immediate offense on this fight, hitting Cassius with an exploder suplex followed by a running senton, pulling out of Cassius Ohno's bag of tricks. Riddler gets hit by Ohno with a release suplex, several strikes at Riddle in the corner. Matt gets back up, only to be propped up, and then gets a kick delivered straight to the face. Ohno controls Matt after this, leading him around the ring, beating him and throwing him around. But Ohno gets cocky and gets hit by a German suplex by Matt Riddle. Cassius grabs him by his bare foot after Matt goes for another kick, giving the infamous yes kicks. Or just, repeated kicks to the chest while Cassius was down. Cassius grabs his bare foot, grabs one of his toes and just kind of twists it a little bit to get him to lose his balance. Hits him with one kick and then follows that up with his cyclone kick. They then get into a striking contest, one Matt Riddle inevitably lost, with Cassius smashing his face with his foot followed by 2 running sentons. He went for a third, but is caught by Riddle, who transitioned into the Bro Mission hold. And Cassius Ohno taps out. Cassius Ohno after the match is in the corner looking really distraught. Goes to head out of the ring and Matt heads up to the edge and offers a fist bump wants to, you know, get off on the right foot here. It's like, just let's be friends. Let's be bros. The crowd started hollering out Cassius Brono. Oh, man. Brono! But anyway, Ono refused. He starts to walk away, so as Matt's celebrating in the ring, Cassius Ono stops for a moment, and he turns around and starts to head up the stairs and motions to Matt. It's like, hey, I come in peace. Just hold on one moment. He goes into the middle of the ring, gets down on one knee, puts out his fist for a fist bump from Matt. Matt's coming up, he's all hyped, he's like, yeah! Cassius Ono grabs his fist and throws him into the corner. Gets him out of the ring, throws him into the stairs multiple times, beats the living shit out of him. And then, as he's, after he's kind of sitting back and seeing what he's done, well, in the corner, some jackass in the crowd goes out and slaps his back, and Cassius is like, what? Because he's like, someone attacking me? Oh. But yeah, don't ever put your hands on the talent. Ever. If you're at a wrestling show, please don't ever do that. Because typically security will be on your ass like white on rice. Anyway, Cassius assaults Matt Riddle, and as Matt Riddle's down on the ground, he gets down, he holds up Matt Riddle's fist and goes, oh! And then yeah, Cassius walks out, feeling victorious with the crowd still chanting, "You still tapped! You still tapped!" A constant reminder that he did in fact tap out. So he did not win this match. I'm not going to bring down the grade of NXT based upon the fact that it was all recaps, it was their end of year special. What do you expect? The match itself was pretty great, and all in all, I'm probably just going to give NXT a B-. I wanted more than one match. I really did. And the match that we had was pretty good, but pretty good isn't excellent. So, anyway, that's my thoughts. And as again and so before, a poll's right there for you to grade the show. But anyway, that's it. This has been Real Honesty without John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Derbinator. And you have a great night.